So these last two problems kind of put everything together from this whole unit. Again, reminder, this is the last day of the unit. So Wednesday and Friday are our project days. Now these examples that are here are not like what your homework is like. So we're gonna do new ones. Okay, so for E, change it to this, x squared plus 4x plus 13 equals 0. And this one, F, change to x squared minus 8x equals negative 17. No, we're going to do ones like your homework. So you're going to change E and F to what I have there. So it's like your homework. So this puts together everything from this unit so far, okay? So that's what makes this a little tricky, is just because each problem might take a little while. That's why there's only 8 questions on your homework tonight, okay? Yeah, well, okay. Notice how these are in standard form right now, right? So we can't do this process we've been learning with the square roots and the SADMAP and stuff until those are in vertex form. So what we're gonna need is our extra box method from a couple class periods ago. Okay, so before we can solve this, we have to put it into our vertex form. Anybody remember where I start? You're thinking factoring. So completing the square, where do I start? Nope, you're thinking factoring. It's okay. Yeah, Cheyenne? Okay, x squared here. Then what? Good. We take our middle term and we cut it in half. And put those here. Remember now? Oh, hold on, careful. Oops. How do I find this bottom right box? Good. What is 2 times 2? Okay. And then how do I find my extra box? Good. So it's how do I make the 4? I'm explaining it, Tristan. How do I make the 4 become 13? Add 9. So then I've got x plus 2 squared plus 9 equals 0. Guys, remember that? You guys liked that way better than factoring. That was our 4.2 lesson. You have time to get caught up from what you missed. You just have to put in the effort. 4 plus 9 is 13. So the 9 is how do I make the 4, which we got from doing 2 times 2, become what we want it to be, which is the 13. Does that make sense?
Is that the answer?
No, that just gets it into the form. We're only halfway through the problem. That just got it into the form that we just went through learning earlier how to solve, right? So now I have to solve it for x. So what do I do first to solve it for x? Minus 9. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Molly and Cheyenne are my girls, man. You guys, I can't stress enough that what makes these hard is that there's a lot of steps. So you got to try your best to stay with it. Okay? Now what? Here we go. It is. Good. It is going to be imaginary. What's the square root of 9? 3. So square root of negative 9 is 3i and negative 3i. Is x alone? Good. But those don't combine because one's real and one's imaginary. Again, I know these take forever. That's why there's only 8 problems on your homework, and you're going to have at least a half an hour to work on it, okay? Because it puts together everything from this whole unit. Solving on the first day, completing the square on the second day, square rooting on the third day, and then solving from vertexes today. Okay? All right. You guys ready for F? What do I have to do first if I'm going to put it into vertex form? Before I even do the box. Is it in standard form? Equals 0. It's not in standard form unless it equals 0. So the first thing I got to do is move that 17 over. So x squared minus 8x plus 17 equals 0. How come I couldn't add the 17 to the 8 again? How come I couldn't add the 17 to the 8 again? They're not like terms. One has an x and one doesn't. Okay? Now I got to put it into vertex form. So I'm going to do my extra box. So x squared. Aaron, do you remember what's next? Good. Negative 4, because I take my middle number and cut it in half. Good, Aaron. So to find the area of this, I do negative 4 times negative 4, which is what? What's negative 4 times negative 4? Okay, but what do I want it to be? Add 1. So x minus 4 squared plus 1. Ah, man. I wanted this one to not be imaginary. Will it bother you guys if I change it real quick again? Okay, I'll just leave it. We already practiced an imaginary. I didn't want to practice another one. But those are the hardest ones anyway, right? So it's fine. Okay, we're halfway through. This is the stuff we did on 4.2. Any questions?
No.
You sure, Tristan?
Maybe, but no for now.
Okay. Now what? Now what? Minus the 1. X minus 4 squared equals negative 1. Max, what's next? Yeah. Hey, what's the square root of negative 1? I. And negative I. Add 4. X equals 4 plus I. And x equals 4 minus I. How are you guys feeling? Do you want to do one more together, or do you think you're ready to try your homework?
Just have one question.
Ammon, yeah.
So, negative 17. Why is that?
So I have to think Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16, right? And then how do I make 16 become 17? Yeah.
Got the one, then when you go into your first x form, x minus 4 squared plus 1.
Yeah.
So how did you get a 1? Is it just that plus 1?
It's the extra box.
Okay, so we don't put like both of them.
Yep. Anyone else? Last chance. Anyone want to do another one together? Or you guys ready to try your homework? Yeah? Okay. Good work. You guys have like 35.